welcome to my channel, Nails in Orbit. Today we are going to do My Little Pony, Friendship is Magic, and we're starting with Pinkie Pie, and next we're going to do Rainbow Dash, and then we're going to do the other nails just based on Rainbow Falls in their My Little Pony world. So let's get started with Pinkie Pie. So I wanted to start with my thumb because last character set I did on my own hands, that wasn't a press on, I did Lumpy Space Princess on my thumb, and I absolutely loved having a character on my thumb because I felt like I could just look down and see my little character, you know, hanging out with me all day. I don't know why I loved it. So now I'm just a character on the thumbs type of person. I feel like I'm just going to do that from now on. But I found this picture of Pinkie Pie. Honestly, it was so hard to find again. I only found the one image of Pinkie Pie. This specific smile I really liked and I thought was super cute. So I put Pinkie Pie right on my thumb. And I thought it would be perfect to have Rainbow Dash next to all the rainbows for Rainbow Falls. Rainbows and clouds, I guess. So first we're starting off. I just started off with a nice circle right in the center. And that's what we're just going to build the whole head off of. So easy peasy. This is another good beginner character set. Because after those Monster High doll nails, absolutely not. I needed it very simple. I just wanted to give you guys a nice simple video after that, because that was I think 11 plus hours doing those ones, and these ones did not take me long. I think they took me like, I want to say like 3 hours or something like that. I don't know, close to that. But I got my first like press on. One of my friends wants some press ons, so I was like, okay, I have to practice doing the press ons, and I just wanted to make some cute short ones because she wanted short ones, and I thought this was perfect. So I was gonna make all 10, but then I just decided against it. So it's okay. But yeah, so first we have the circle, then we added the ears, now we're adding the body. It's just very simple, nice, easy character, just a few colors, and it's great for beginners. And we're going right into the mane.
You say you only wanna be best friends. I just wanna be a damn girlfriend. What I gotta do to make you face the truth? You didn't act like a friend that night. Maybe that's why it felt so right. Do I really need to spell it out for you? So why you trying to hide your curiosity when I know you call my name out in your sleep? Tell me, friend, can't you see you're in love with me? It's obvious we are that perfect match. Ain't no catch. You and I will make it last. Place your bet on me and everything will be alright.
I love that Pinkie Pie has these beautiful hot pink curly locks, and they're super fun to do. So yeah, these are super good for beginners, and they can just, and there's so many characters to choose from. There's so many horses. So whatever character you want to do that suits you best, you can just throw them on this design, and it's super easy.
Take a chance, ain't no risk. You and I.
Oh, and I forgot to tell you about the background I chose. So, you know what? You guys know I love a good jelly nail. So I was like, let me just go back to my OG days of my clear, like just full on clear nails with some art on top. And I loved this. Gelixir has the best glitter top coat out there, and they have like 3 levels. There's like, today I used level 1, like the top coat number 1 glitter, and then top coat number 3. So I did 1 layer of the number 1, which is like the really tiny little glitters, and then 1 layer of the 3, which is the biggest one they have, and then I just put a matte top coat. You can't see, it's not nice and clear right now because I like to do my drawing on top of matte. But anyway, it was just the perfect background, and once you guys see when I put the top coat on there, gorgeous. Gorgeous. I absolutely love it, and I'm probably going to be doing clear nails from just way now on now. And I did some EDC nails, and I did the same thing because I did this set, and I was like, that's going to be your background, girl, because it was like a freestyle. But I love it so much.
Give yourself to me and we'll be more than friends for life. It always feels good to be honest. Can't you admit that you want this? Everybody knows it except for you. When you're lying there on your deathbed, you will regret you kept quiet. Also not telling me straight up, cool. So why you trying to hide your curiosity when I know you call my name out in your sleep? Tell me, friend, can't you see you're in love with me? It's obvious.
like, look at her cute little smile. It's so adorable. So I just did the all dark pink background just because I knew the white was gonna be fine. Like, it wasn't gonna have the dark pink in the background or anything like that because the white is super opaque. So I thought it was just easy peasy to get this hot pink part of the mouth just drawn out and then just drawing the teeth right on top. I forgot to throw these in when I was originally drawing the face, but yeah, make sure you get those. They're like tiny little emphases, like on the cheeks, I guess, like the lips. I don't know what that would be technically, but make sure you get those in there so it like really emphasizes how big she's smiling. So those are important.
Make it last, place your bet on me and everything will be alright. Take a chance, ain't no risk. You and I won't hit and miss. Give yourself to me and we'll be more than friends for life. I've been watching you for a while. I know you look at me the same way. You move up close, but
Her eye placement is so cute too. I feel like it's just a perfect like pose for a nail. Like just straight on, just so cute. They're both the pupils are like in the center, just so adorable. I love this character so much. I'm so happy I did these ones.
you don't speak. I have to look the other way. But curiosity is killing me. It gets the better part of me. Watching you, watching me, watching you, watching me. Yeah. One step away, I want you. I gotta know, I gotta know. One step away, I want you. Don't wait too long, don't wait too long. Baby, don't go and mess it up. No, we're closing in, we're so close to love. Yeah. I give you everything you want, babe. 'Cause I give you everything you want, babe. I give you everything you want, babe. You can't stop looking for love.
And she is outlined with a darker pink on both layers. Like there's no like harsh black outline, like usual on characters, which used to intimidate me because it felt to me like sometimes like the character looked unfinished. But now that I feel like I've gotten the hang of it, you just make the right tone. If it's too similar, you have to make sure it's darker. Otherwise, you're not really going to notice it, especially when you put a top coat on. Because sometimes I don't know if you guys have ever noticed, but say when you do like a shadow, sometimes it shows up to you a little bit, but once you put that top coat on, it kind of like blends things together just a tiny bit. That's why I always recommend just make sure there's a high enough contrast when you're doing stuff like this, like the pink on the pink. There just needs to be high enough contrast, or like I said, when you put that top coat on, you will not be able to see it. The best example I can give, I had a Christmas Care Bear video where I had to shade the Care Bears with similar tones to their like main fur color, and sometimes you just could not see it. I'll put the top coat on, you barely saw the shadow after that. So if you want to know an example, go watch that video and you'll be able to better understand what I'm saying.
I wanna make you feel so heavenly. Just up and be the one you always need. I'll be the source of all your fantasies. I'm your queen and you are my king. I want so special, I want something new. If you can read my mind, you know what to do. Watching you, watching me, watching you, watching me. Yeah. One step away, I want you. I gotta know, I gotta know. One step away, I want you. Don't wait too long, don't wait too long. Baby, don't go and mess it up now, no. We're closing in, we're so close to love. Yeah, 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 yeah.
And there she is. Look at love showing off the texture. And now we're doing the top coat. Ooh. See how pretty it is with the background? I just feel like the character really pops on a nice clear background. You get that subtle glitter and it just looks beautiful. I love it. And now we're starting Rainbow Dash. Very similar, not quite the perfect circle, kind of like an oval because Rainbow Dash is kind of at an angle. I definitely was a little bit off now that I'm looking at it with Rainbow Dash's color. I kind of noticed when I was doing it, but I didn't want to remix the colors. But yeah, Rainbow Dash is a little bit more gray toned than I made her here. But it's all right, no worries. So since Rainbow Dash is quite as it is at an angle, oh my goodness, just make sure you leave enough space for her nose. What do you call a horse's nose? Let me look that up. I guess the word is muzzle. I did not know that, but you have to make sure there's enough space from where you place the head so that the muzzle is not like all the way over to the edge. So just keep that in mind. And now we're just getting the body all placed. Now I think about it, I probably should have left some area for the wings. Does everyone have wings? Does all the ponies have wings? Oh my gosh, let me look that up too. Jeez Louise. Just look that up. No, they don't. Not all of them. Pinkie Pie doesn't. I'm just learning lots. Sometimes I don't know these cartoons very well when I do these nails, and it's really fun to research them and get to know them just a little bit more. Like, I'm gonna do anime soon, and I haven't watched a lot of anime, so if you guys have any suggestions, please let me know. And one of my best friends, she recommended some things, so I have some things in mind for anime, but I definitely have to get to watching because I need to know a little bit before I start, like at least everybody's like name and stuff like that. So people don't come for me, you know what I mean? Here I'm just going in with a darker blue to outline, just to get the hair placed where I want because that's going to be outlined with blue anyway. So I thought it would be a good easy like way to sketch out the hair placement before I just started because I like this part, you know how I usually like color block it, but since there's so many colors in the hair, I thought it would just be easier to sketch it out, then put the colors in and then go back over the line work to make sure the line work is nice and sharp. Rainbow Dash's hair was definitely loads of fun. I absolutely loved doing her hair. I think I want to try these characters again, but just to show a little bit more of the characters. But for these little shorties, I thought they were perfect just to show the head. And there's just so much character already in like just a small amount, like just the head and the mane of the characters. So it was easy peasy for some short nails. Highly recommend. Now we're going in with our outline, and just like Pinkie Pie, Rainbow Dash is outlined with a color instead of black. So we're just making sure our contrast is good.
You have the time of your life every single night. The confetti's raining down. You put your hands to the sky, center of the crowd. You're the talk of the town. And I tell myself I don't want that. What glitters isn't gold. I tell myself I don't need it, 'cause I'm fine on my own. But I hate being on the outside looking through a window. I say I don't want it, but I'm so full of it. I wanna be the life of the party. I wanna dance with somebody. Be ooh, 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 ooh. I wanna be the life of the party. I wanna hold on to somebody. Be cool, ooh, 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 ooh. Living your life through a lens, perfect pretending. You think no one can tell, but everything's just fake. Now you're becoming the person.
So her eyelashes were a little bit harder for me because they're not like Pinkie Pie's. Like Pinkie Pie's was very much like a traditional eyelash, like a flick, but Rainbow Dash, hers were kind of like a dull triangle. So they were just a little bit more challenging for me, and I ended up making them too thick, but I do go back and fix them right on up because I did not like it. And I really liked the color for her eyes. I wasn't expecting, like, I didn't look at that, oh my God, I did not look at the color of her eyes that hard until I had to actually draw them, but it's such a pretty color. You'd think it'd be like one of the like specific rainbow colors, but no, I thought it was a great like in-between color.
You once hated, you also used to say that. I tell myself I don't want that. What glitters isn't gold. I tell myself I don't need it, 'cause I'm fine on my own. But I hate being on the outside looking through a window. I say I don't want it, but I'm so full of it. I wanna be the life of the party. I wanna dance with somebody. Be ooh, 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 ooh. I wanna be the life of the party.
The highlights really put such a nice finishing touch on these My Little Ponies. And make sure you get the little noses because I almost forgot the nose. And then there she is. I definitely top coated her, but then I was like, the eyelashes are still too thick. So I actually go in and fix them now and then top coat again. So I kept making that mistake. I kept doing the top coats, especially on the Rainbow Falls nails. Oh my goodness. I would do a top coat and be like, no, I need to go back. And then I made them a little thick, which is difficult with press-ons because the sides get a little bit thick. So that was my only problem. So now we are doing Rainbow Falls. So I was so happy I found a picture of Rainbow Falls because usually when I'm doing colors or characters, I'll look at the backgrounds of the show to see if I can get any inspiration for the other nails. And Rainbow Falls was freaking beautiful and so fun. So I was like, we're just going to do clouds and rainbows for the other nails because that's really, I just wanted a nice, simple, happy set of nails, and this was perfect. So I did the clouds. Some of the clouds were blue with white outlines, and the other ones were white with blue outlines, and then we just had rainbows everywhere. So you guys can just watch me. All the nails have rainbows and clouds, but they're all different. So you guys will understand in a second.
I wanna hold on to somebody. Be cool, ooh, ooh, ooh.
These little swirls were the best part of every cloud. I absolutely loved them. They look so whimsical, and they just make the cloud look extra cloudy, I feel like, just extra fluffy and nice. So I think when I do clouds moving forward, I will just keep that swirl because I love it. And I get even better at the swirl because these swirls, they are a little off. But the other clouds have even more perfect swirls, so I just love it.
Life of the party, life of the party. Life of the party, life of the party. Life of the party, life of the party. Life of the party, life of the. Yeah, I wanna be the life of the party. I wanna dance with somebody. Be ooh, 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 ooh.
So for this one, as you can see, I just did a nice like downpour of rainbow. But the thing that was hard about this one was that there was no grace. Like that really, you needed to be straight. And this was, it was not going down straight for me. It was like kind of at a tiny bit of a slant. And I couldn't really fix it because a lot of the lines in the middle, it doesn't look like it right now, like because I'm holding it at a tilt. But when you guys see it straight, but a lot of the middle ones were kind of going in a slant. And I was trying to fix that slant with just the red and the purple, and it was not working. So this nail is a little bit out of slant, so that was kind of irritating for me. But it's all right. The other ones I definitely do them kind of curved, so I don't have this problem again. And here I thought it would be fun just to add a little bit more on the other side. When I do these nails, they're kind of like a freestyle. I didn't plan these other nails very much. So I'm kind of just looking at them, looking at the composition, saying, oh, do I need another cloud? Do I need more color over here? Like, how do I like them all lined up together? And then just having different variety for each of the nails. So you would just, with practice of doing nails, you just get better with composition and stuff like that. So I feel like it's just one of those things you kind of you just have to eyeball and you just get better at it. So for this one, I wanted to do a big giant cloud because you can see on the inspo picture of Rainbow Falls, some of the cloud is like huge and then some of them are tinier. So that's what I wanted to showcase on this one. I don't know how I feel about this one. I did not like it at first, like just having the giant cloud. So you will see me add some more clouds after I get done. This is the thick old one because I kept adding top coats. But here I am filling in all the blue, and then you guys can continue to watch. Mega swirls. You know what these swirls actually remind me of a little bit? Hercules. You know, like a lot of the detailing in Hercules has a lot of swirls. I still didn't do a Hercules set. I was supposed to do a Hercules and Meg set for Valentine's Day, but I just did not get to it. Maybe next year. The muses, they are coming up though. They are coming up. I just need a small little break after Monster High. All right, we will get to them soon. They've been in my noggin, but they are challenging, and there's 5 of them. So here I am using a light blue jelly. This isn't the Nails by Dev collection. I think this is one I got. If it's from Amazon, I'll link it. Otherwise, it was from my nail store. I think it was from Amazon though. But it's a light blue, and then I'm just going in and doing all the shading with that. I just freaking love jelly for shading. It's so nice, and it just keeps true to whatever color you're using instead of getting kind of muddy if you unless like the gray, it works sometimes for shading, but yeah. Oh, and then I go back and I add the shading on that first nail because it just looked so amazing, so I had to make sure I added it. And again, I do another top coat, making these nails thick as hell, so I have to make sure I don't do that when I do other people's press-ons. I loved this in the inspo image where it looks like a little doorway that's just pouring out the rainbow. So of course we had to throw that in there, and that's what we're doing. So when I do the rainbow, I'm actually not curing in between each color because I kind of want to blend them together. I thought about using blooming gel in just a section where the rainbow is, but I thought it would get a little bit too messy. So I just did this instead. And I liked it. And then we were just top coating, and I decided I don't like that. So we're gonna add more clouds. So I add 2 little clouds on top of this, and I think it really helps with the dimensions. So this big cloud looks like it's in the background, and these little clouds look like they're more in the foreground. And I really liked the white clouds. I think I actually preferred the white clouds with the blue detailing over the blue clouds. But it was nice to have both because you could really see like what's in front, what's behind, and the contrast. And it's not just like a whole bunch of white clouds, you know?
I'm indecisive, I'm hard to read. I'm like a fake, it's so hard to leave. Got a few tricks up my sleeve. Oh, you're decisive, know what you want. We both know my heart can't pick one. Maybe we're in it for the end. Oh,
See, look at those swirls. I love it. Swirly swirl.
I see that you see me, that you need me, not to waste your time. I see that you see through, you're impatient, let the stars align. The way you've been staring at me.
Last but certainly not least, we have our very last rainbow, and it's more of a traditional like arched rainbow. I wanted to get the Pinkie like almost full rainbow and not so much clouds. And I love it too. Again, we're not curing in between each color. We're putting the color and then kind of wiping our brush a little bit, blending it just slightly, not perfect or anything, blending it, and then looking good. This reminds me of the technique I used today. I did a tie-dye. One of her nails for the EDC set was tie-dye, and it was so much fun. I have to show you guys how to do it because it looked so good, but it was not hard at all. It was a little bit time consuming, but it was not hard, and it looked great. So I'm going to show you guys, and we're going to have a fun little festival set so we can practice all of those fun festival cartoons. To prepare my fellow nail techs for festival season, because it is upon us,
It wakes me up like the sun. I don't wanna cut you off, but I know this is such a rush. The way you move so free, put your body next to me. I don't wanna cut you off. This is such a rush. Like this game is so bittersweet. I feel alive, it's so hard to breathe. Will it be over if you got what you need? Sing now, ooh la 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 la. Sing na na, ooh la 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 la. You do you and I'll do me.
and here we are placing our final cloud. So I thought this one would be perfect. I wanted to show a little bit of clear near the tip and the top, so that's why I placed the cloud right here, kind of in the lower middle instead of right at the bottom, you know, like a traditional rainbow, like right at the bottom of it, or the base of the rainbow. But I thought this was perfect, and now we are doing our little twirls, and then we'll be all done.
Oh, you do me and I'll do you now. Ooh la 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 la. I see that you see me, that you need me, not to waste your time. I see that you see through, you're impatient, let the stars align. The way you've been staring at me wakes me up like the sun. But I'm afraid I will waste your time. I don't
And look at this beauty. So we just get that top coat. I love a reveal because all my nails are matte when I do the characters, and then you just put that top coat on. It's like a good, awesome, true reveal. And here we go. Here are these on the press-on stands. I'll of course put them on my hand in a second, but here it is on the stand. You guys can look at it nice and up close. I love this set. I love Pinkie Pie. She's just in my heart, and I will definitely be drawing her again. So here they are on my real hand. I hope you guys loved this video. I will see you guys in the next one. And don't forget, suggest what you want down below. Bye bye.